Okay, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today my second session from the Microsoft Defender for Cloud series. I'm really happy to present you the new technologies, the new tactics for multi-cloud environments. But before we start, I would like to give you a short introduction about me. My name is Lagler-Gruener. I'm a multi-cloud or I'm a lead cloud architect in one of the biggest consulting company in Austria named ACP IT Solutions. I'm working since the beginning of the cloud area with cloud products, mainly focusing on Microsoft Azure at the beginning. Over the time, I'm realizing it's also a good idea to go a little bit broader and also specializing to other hyperscalers, to other cloud hyperscalers like AWS and GCP as well. Depending on my certifications, you can see my main focus is always Microsoft Azure. So I have a lot of certifications in different areas and also focusing on different areas. Since 2 years, I'm Microsoft Azure MVP and I'm really happy about this. And the reason for this is because I love to work with the community. I love to share my knowledge and also my content with the community. And this is the reason why you can find me on different social areas like Facebook, Twitter, Xing, and for sure LinkedIn. I have my private blog called cloudblogger.at, and if you're looking for scripts or technical documentation or maybe solutions, you can just have a look to my GitHub repository if you can find anything what you like or what you prefer. I have for sure my private YouTube channel where I record normally 10 up to 15 videos per year and share it over my YouTube channel. Okay, enough from me. So let's go ahead and talk about the Microsoft Defender for Endpoint series. So last week I've recorded the Microsoft Defender for Cloud, not for Endpoint. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding here. Microsoft Defender for Cloud overview I recorded last week. You can find it on my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about connecting other clouds and on-premise to Microsoft Defender for Cloud. It's really important topic, and I have planned for other topics, for other videos for this series. Okay, today Microsoft Defender for Cloud environments, connect different environments like on-premise or other hyperscalers. This video type this video is from type nugget, which means it will take approx 30 minutes, and it's from video category level 200. So we are going a little bit more into details and think about and also demonstrate how can you connect different environments. So the agenda from today, the theory section is really short. And the live demo is going more into the details. First of all, we are talking why connecting different environments to your Microsoft Defender for Cloud service. The next point is how can you connect? What are the scenarios to connect to Microsoft Defender for Cloud? And the last one is the live demo, and going a little bit deeper and also show how to connect and as well how it looks like when the environment is connected. Okay, first of all, why connect different environments? It's really simple. So when I'm talking with my customers, in 90% of the solutions or of the future planning is always hybrid. So this means you have some resources or you place resources or maybe migrate or redeploy resources in the cloud from on-premise or create new one. And you have for sure your on-premise environment. And it's really important to have a single pane of glass of all of your resources from on-premise as well from the cloud to understand, okay, is there a misconfiguration? Is there maybe a security problem available on the operating system or maybe on the cloud configuration. And this is really important to have a good and, in my point of view, the best product at the moment in place, Microsoft Defender for Cloud, because this product have the ability to connect on-premise as well other hyperscalers to one single plane of glass. It's really important to understand, okay, other hyperscalers like AWS and GCP, that's the most common other hyperscalers behind Microsoft Azure. And what you can do is you can use the benefits from the cloud security posture management for all your workloads. So you have a single pane of glass, you can use the benefits from cloud security posture management, and it's really, really simple to connect other hyperscalers as well. So how to connect? What options do you have? So we have 3 different steps or 3 different options to connect. We can connect on-premise environments, so your servers like Linux or Windows servers. You can connect AWS and GCP in the Microsoft Defender for Cloud environment. So it's really, really important to understand. And how to connect, it's really easy. So let's talk about on-premise. How can you connect your on-premise environment? The answer here is for sure Azure Arc. Azure Arc is the connection endpoint between on-premise servers and the cloud. Not only for Microsoft Defender for Cloud, for so many solutions, so as well for log analytics, as well for Microsoft Sentinel, so everything what is behind the service and using Microsoft Log Analytics, you always have to connect over Azure Arc. Azure Arc is the new method, so there's also an old connection method available over the Microsoft monitoring agents, but I recommend always use Azure Arc, including the extensions for Azure Arc. So, and you can see here, it's possible to connect on-premise or Azure Stack HCI resources or VMware resources, depending on your environment, and also AWS and GCP. And here we have the 2 options, or not the 2 options, the 2 requirements. So when you want to connect AWS, there's a built-in connector available for AWS. So what does this mean? You are connecting AWS and the connector scans your environment, your roles, also your security configuration. And when you want to monitor, it's also required, it's really, really important, you have to use Azure Arc or the new ability, what it's available, the agentless scanning. It's announced in Ignite 2020 this year. I always get the question, okay, does agentless scanning remove or should I use agentless scanning or Azure Arc scanning or the agent scanning? My recommendation here is use both, because agentless scanning will not replace the Azure Arc scanning because it's always running once 24 hours. So it will take 24 hours for the new scan. And it's really a huge time. When we think about the agent-based scanning, it's a nearly real-time scanning. So not really real-time, but it's much, much faster than the agentless scanning. For GCP at the moment, there's only the Azure Arc option available for the infrastructure, for the OS environment. Maybe in the future, there will also an agentless scan available. And for GCP is also a built-in connector available to scan not only the infrastructure, also your environment. So there are 2 new options, there are 2 new connectors available. One connector for your CI/CD pipelines in GitHub, and the second one for your CI/CD pipelines and the configuration for Azure DevOps. But these 2 connector options are out of scope from the live demo from today. And let's go ahead and go to the live demo. What we will prepare, what we will do is, first of all, we are connecting on-premise environment and on-premise VM to the Microsoft Defender for Cloud over Azure Arc. Then we go ahead and connecting an AWS environment to an AWS account to Microsoft Defender, and also enable the right Defender plan and wait till we get a result from the configured environment. The second, we are connecting a GCP account or a GCP project to Microsoft Defender for Cloud, and also selecting the right plan and getting the result when everything is scanned till 24 hours later. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and switch to the live environment. We are right now in my live demo environment. You can see I've opened the Azure portal. First of all, what we want to do is we want to connect on-premise VM to Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So let's go first of all to the service itself, to Microsoft Defender for Cloud. And what you can see here, first of all, is the overview. And you also see I've onboarded already Microsoft Azure. So this will be automatically during the first opening of Microsoft Defender for Cloud registered in the backend. So what happens is in the backend, there will be two resource provider automatically registered, and then the Microsoft Cloud Security Posture Management for your cloud environments will be started for your Azure environment. And you can see here I've already in place and also have a secure score. So when we think about to onboard on-premise environments to on-premise servers, it's pretty simple. What we have to do is we have to use Microsoft Azure Arc. So in this case, I have here Azure Arc for servers, the service itself, and click on the top left to add. And here you have the option to onboard the servers on different ways. The most common here is the single server or the multiple server way. The single server is, okay, I want to execute the script and also authenticate with my user. And when you want to roll out your configuration to more servers, for example, over SCCM, you have to select the multi-server script or generate script section. And inside this script sections, you have to define a service principal, including a shared secret with the right permission. And then you don't have to authenticate when you want to onboard new VMs. In my case, it's absolutely okay when I go here to a single server script. So let's generate the script, click on next. Here I have to select where I want to add the resource for the server. In this case, I want to add the resource to my Microsoft Defender for Cloud resource group. Here the resource location, in my case, is it West Europe. What is the operating system? In my environment, it's a Windows server. You can also select here Linux. And at the end, you have the connectivity method. I'm sorry. The most common, the most used connectivity method is over the public endpoint. So you connect directly from your endpoint to Microsoft Azure. You have to you have to open port 443 for different endpoints in the cloud. The other option what you have is when you have a proxy server between your internet connection and your agents, you can add here your proxy server, and at the end you also have the ability to use private endpoint to connect to a private IP address over a site-to-site VPN connection or express route, what you prefer. In my case, public endpoint is absolutely okay. So I click on next, and here you have the option to define default text. In my case, I don't need any tag. And when I click next, I have the ability, I have the option to download the script and execute it on the server. So let's switch to my environment itself. You can see here I have the script. I've hidden the environment settings. It's okay for me. And now I have to, I must execute the script. And you can see the Azure Arc agent or the Azure Connectivity Management agent is installed successfully. And at the back end, a browser will be opened and you have to sign into the browser with your user credentials, with the right user credentials to create a new object. Okay, and here we are. You can see now the server is connected successfully to my resource group, and a few minutes later you will also see the server in my resource group. Yeah, here we are. You can see now my device, my computer device, my Azure Arc device from on-premise connected to Microsoft Defender for Cloud or Microsoft Azure. And then what you have to do is we have to enable the Microsoft Defender for Cloud plan on the subscription, and the installation process will be done automatically. And this process is really simple. So you switch back to your Microsoft Defender for Cloud service, select on the bottom side your environment, go to your subscription. In this case, I'm selecting here my MSDN subscription. And here you have your Defender plans, which are per default disabled. So in my case, I want to enable the Defender plan for servers. And click on Enable. And here you have the option to select a different plan. In my case, the Microsoft Defender for Server Plan 2 is absolutely okay. And on the left side, on the right side, you can see here the monitoring coverage. Click on Settings, and you have here the settings here to install the Log Analytics Monitoring Agent, the Vulnerability Assessment, Agentless Scanning in Preview. So when we click here, we have two options. We have the option Log Analytics Agent. This is the default settings. For productive environment, I will recommend this. Use the Log Analytics agent to collect related configuration and event data from the server. From the future perspective, it will be maybe a good idea when you switch to the Azure Monitoring Agent, because this is the future. But at the moment, it's in preview. And what you have to do is you have to select the workspace. Normally, there's a default workspace available, but I recommend always use your own workspace, create your own workspace based on your naming standard inside your resource group. And here you have the option to select the right namespace, what you want, what you prefer. Okay, that's it. That's it from the server on-premise perspective. We will now go ahead and talk about how can you connect your GCP environment, for example. So let's go back to your environment itself. And at the bottom left side, you can see here Add Environment. And here we have different options. You can connect AWS, GCP, and it's really new. You can also connect GitHub, your GitHub environment. Keep in mind only GitHub Enterprise. And at the end, you also have the ability to connect Azure DevOps. In our case, I want to connect my GCP platform, first of all. So let's go here to the wizard, define a name, in this case, connector GCP prod. Here you have the option to select an organization or a single project. In my case, I want to connect a single project. Select the resource group. Select the location. And then you have to fill out GCP project number and GCP project ID. And this is really simple to find. So when you go to your GCP environment, you have your different projects. So I have here prepared a special project for exactly this use case. And here is the project number. Copy. And here you can find the project ID, copy, paste, click on next, select the right plan. In my case, I want to enable Microsoft Defender, the Microsoft Defender for Server, plan 2. And here when you go ahead and click on Arc Agent, the Arc agent will be enabled. And when we scroll down, the Log Analytics extension itself will be enabled over the subscription levels, so what we've seen before. Okay, click on Save, click on Next, copy exactly this script here, go to the Google Cloud Shell, here we are. The Cloud Shell will be open, take a few seconds, and paste the script. I'm sorry, not this one here. Copy once more, copy. So here we are, copy paste, click on enter, click on authorize Cloud Shell, and it will take a few seconds and then everything is configured fine. Okay, so here we are, the script is finalized, it's without any errors, so now the onboarding process for GCP was successful. It will take up to 24 hours during the scan was completed, and you will see it in Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So the next point here is click on Next, Microsoft Defender for Cloud, click on Create, and you can see here the connection was successful. It will take a few seconds, but now it's successful. Okay, so the next topic here is to connect AWS. The same process, so you have to go here on the top left, click on Add Environment, add AWS environment, define a name, connector AWS prod. So define onboarding process, a management account or a single account. In my case, I want to onboard a single account to my resource group, the same location. And about the AWS ID, account ID, you have to switch to your AWS environment. In my case, I've opened the organization, AWS organization, and here you can find the AWS ID itself. So click and select, click on paste it, remove the space here, go to the next section, select here your plan. In my case, I want to implement the same like GCP, so only the Microsoft Defender for Server plan and also the plan 2. And then go to the configure access. And here you can download the CloudFormation template. So I will do this right now. And next is go to the AWS and select the downloaded template and click on create stack. So let's go back to AWS. Go to search for stack, or you can also search for CloudFormation, in my case stacks. In my environment, I've already connected my AWS environment to another demonstration or to another demo, but I want to show you how the process looks like. So click on create stack, standard. Use the template file, choose the template file. So in this case, my CloudFormation template, go to the next section, define here a name, a right name. So in this case, Asia MDI. Click on next, click on next, click on acknowledge and submit. So this process will be failed. This is it's okay for me because I've already completed an stack with exactly the same configuration before. It's okay for me. So you can see here the rollback process is going on. Okay, and when this is done, you can go back to the Azure portal, click on review, click on create, and everything should be in place and everything should be fine. So, okay, this is from the AWS perspective. So it's also really simple. Once more, go to the environment settings, select your hyperscaler platform, in my case, AWS or GCP. use exactly the scripts which will be finalized, created from the setup from the wizard, and then everything should be in place and should be fine. Okay, how does it looks like when we have a final environment in place, including all GCP on-premise and AWS, including the scan after 24 hours. So let's switch to my other environment. Here we are. So you can see here I have connected AWS successfully, also GCP successfully. I have selected here the exactly same plans, only Microsoft Defender for Server. I have here my Azure environment in place, and when I'm going to security posture, you will also see here all three environments are connected. I can filter down to only GCP, the GCP environment, and also the secure scoring from GCP, for example. And here also you have also the possibility to go to the recommendations for your GCP environment or from for your other environments as well. Okay, so that's it. That's from the session from today. I hope you get some useful information from my session. If you have some question, to connect other environments, to connect on-premise and so on, please feel free, write me an email or write me a message over LinkedIn or Twitter, what you prefer. I'm really happy. I really appreciate to help you if you have some question. And yeah, that's it from today. We will see you. I will see you in 1 or 2 weeks with the next session. During the session, enjoy it and have fun.